Oh, Aaron Z. I'm Aaron Z, and I just really just studied his swag based off of how he looked, his style, and kind of brought it to life from there. He's got the curly hair, he's got the arms, like baggy jeans. And so I kind of just used my imagination, studied his photo, and brought it to life from there, personality wise and energy wise.
Yeah, I'll go next. I play Tae Young in the boy band, and he's known as kind of like the cute one. And he also seems to be the person who is very nurturing in the little snippet that features him. He is like nurturing a dove, so that's kind of his personality.
So I play Aaron T in the movie, and Aaron T, from what was like kind of described, he's kind of this goofy, fast-talking, acrobatic kind of dude. So in the band in Fort Town, if if there's like group tension, he's the one who like cracks a joke and keeps things light.
Robert is that he's the broody, sweet French Canadian, French speaking, like lead singer. He's the Justin Timberlake, he's that, like, what in our minds, what would he have been like? What would his vibe have been like, back in that day? Is kind of that's the angle, there's so much fun to have in all of it, but man, to be the first Pixar boy band is a pretty remarkable honor. So grateful to have been able to be a part of it with these guys. They're so gifted. Definitely had a boy band phase. I mean, I was a '90s kid, so NSYNC kind of ruled my life. I was asked very recently if it was like, if I had to pick between Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, and I put Backstreet Boys in that, like, they were like the cool, a little older, a little more soulful, whatever. But NSYNC, they're the goats. They were doing things that no other boy band was doing, and to this day still hasn't done. And had an authenticity to their music and to their sound. And a cappella, they sounded so great together. And I was a massive fan of them. I had a VHS copy of this thing called Darren's Dance Grooves and learned choreography to Digital Get Down. And that was my childhood, man. So like this movie, when we all met in the studio and they were showing us renderings and, just kind of like getting our feet wet and letting us know a little bit about what we were about to get into, we were all like, wait, because most of us that were in there, I think, we were all kind of middle school, like late elementary, middle school age during the late 90s, early 2000s. And this movie it's perfect. It's perfect for all of us. Like I had Tamagotchis and I remember all of that. I had posters of, idols on the wall. The craziest thing I've done for an idol, I had a crush on this girl on a Nickelodeon show called the Naked Brothers Band when I was a kid. And on the Nickelodeon website, I know I'm saying the bad word, but on a certain site, you could send fan mail, and I sent a love letter. I was like, I don't remember. I was like 11, and I sent a love letter, and it was never returned, unfortunately. But that's pretty much it. Social media nowadays. God, if NSYNC existed now, crazy.
I think like Beatles was a huge,
right,
and like my parents' generation, and I still listen to the Beatles, but currently,
Bowie, I mean,
answer.
Harry Styles is our Bowie today,
Oh
right?
yeah.
He's all about just like all walks of life and representation and humanity, so that is pretty special. What's really cool? Like, I think that it's like we used to look at artists to kind of be the sounding board for all of that, but because of social media now, people like Greta Thunberg can be
Cool
that.
way.
You don't have to
Something I really
be
admire. But
a boy band or a big artist to have a platform and or to have a voice even or to make a cultural impact or global or humanitarian impact. You can be a 15-year-old from somewhere and with any experience and have like any ounce of technology and an idea, and you can start something incredible and make waves. Now it's not just artists, but obviously in the early 2000s social media wasn't a thing. We looked to TRL and magazines and stuff to kind of be the answer for all of that and what's connecting all of us and what are we talking about right now, and now it's just at our fingertips.
for me, I do want to say also, it's always been Michael Jackson has done like a crazy, amazing job at that, of just being so brave, speaking his mind, and really implementing what he feels and his message and what bothers
Kind of
him
being
about
in the
the world
ethos
and
representation.
what he wants to say into his music in such a artistic and bold and cool way.
Yeah.
Something I really admire. But
Yeah, I would say that BTS has a huge following and influence. I could see all the smiles just light up right now. Like that's how influential they are. And yeah, yeah, I think that's the boy band right now that has that hold over the culture right now.
Oh man, it is such an honor. You don't see that much Vietnamese representation out there. So to be in this Pixar film with an Asian-led, directed film, a female-led directed film, it's so validating because I didn't see, certain faces like
Lane,
mine growing up in the
the
industry and the media.
piano.
So, like being able to be that for my younger generation has been so super dope. Like my cousins and my like younger cousins reach out to me like, "Oh my God, you're gonna be in a Pixar movie!" And it's so sweet that they can be, getting the DVD or whatever and watching it and showing to their kids and kind of being in the ethos of representation.
me, absolutely number one, without even thinking about it, is The Incredibles. Means so much to me. I mean, I don't know. I can't even tell you why. It was just the coolest, dopest movie to me. I wanted to be Dash. I really thought I was Dash. I tried to be Dash. And I also really enjoyed Soul. Like that one
Oh
really
yeah.
hit me in the face and in the heart and in the soul. Watched that with my family. And that one blew me away. Oh my gosh, it was really dope to see a Black story like that with the music. It was so beautiful to watch. So
And
those
I
are
just like pipe up about the animation there and how he was actually playing the piano in
yeah,
that movie.
That's all
insane.
like finger accurate, right? Like
Yeah,
Oh, I
insane.
didn't even know that. I didn't even know.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's real. It's completely accurate. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah, The Incredibles for me as well.
I really loved Coco. Coco is so good. The music from Coco. It's so heartwarming. The family.
Yeah, mine would have to be Up. It was just so I still remember how I felt watching it, and it was just so emotional. Yeah, Up.